Alright, we're back. And now... Hello there. Jimiken. Huh. I think I heard that name before. I think he might be a prick. Couldn't tell you, though. So... I don't know. I never knew this my first playthrough of this game. But yeah, you get one last case involving Jimiken. And you gotta talk to that guy. I did not know about that. I did not look up a guy. I saw that guy. I talked to him. Just say, hello, how do you do? And then he's like, Jimiken. I'm like, what? That's going to be happening a lot of just going in there to heal. So yeah, we've got the comeback show, Businessman in Nakano. Anyway, I think that guy was supposed to be Jimiken. Like, that's who he is when he's not rocking out. But we're not going to do that yet. Instead, we're going to do this DLC case. The purple is DLC, right? I believe so. Anyway, so yeah, I have no idea what the deal with this case is. It's just like, they just wanted to inject a bit of a, kind of a traditional, like, something happened in this room, figure out who did it and how, kind of thing. And basically, this Terriermon wants to get to know people more. Humans, to be more precise. Because, you know, ever since the digital gate opened, lots of Digimon are now stranded here and terrified as hell. But as we're talking about talking about humanity, Kyoko says that, hey, we've got a case that I want you to do. And that's what I was talking about when I meant the whole mystery case kind of thing. So there was a dine and dash, and this lady wants us to find out who did it. Kind of a more mundane task, all things considered. Like, that's how it starts anyway. But yeah, so we've got to find out who basically ate their meal and didn't pay for it. And it's between 4 particular customers. So basically, she left to go make a phone call, and while she left, someone got up and ran out without paying for their food. And someone said, "It's a dine and dash." So the husband went out and ran after the guy, as she's saying right now. So thankfully she's, you know, familiar with faces. So she knows that these 4 customers were in the cafe at the time of the dine and dash. So yeah, it's one of these 4, and can I just say, one of these people is not like the other. But, you know, can't judge by looks. Anyway, so yeah, you gotta get their testimony, or basically their account. Well, that's what, no. Is it? I don't know. Anyway, you gotta get their accounts of what happened. And you gotta try and find out who did it and who is lying. I say it's all of them. We throw them all in jail. So she said that she was in the restroom around the time the dine and dash took place. So she just put her money down and left. The guy with the like side bag says that he was admiring the girl in the white shirt, and it's like she couldn't have done it, and that I think he left the same time she did, or something like that. This guy says he's the one who yelled out that it was the dine and dash, and that basically he was curious and wanted to go chase after the suspect. And then the lady in white says that she left and paid around the same time as the first girl did. So when I did this mission off screen, and I mean that in that I deduced who did it. So you're going to get the very straightforward path through this. And when I was doing this mission off screen, I could not tell who was the culprit. I was just like, wait, what? And then I kept thinking, and it's just like, wait a minute. One of these stories does not match up with everything else. So, basically, the guy in the orangish shirt, he did it. Because the other three, they basically gave themselves an alibi, and he's the odd one out. He says that he shouted, it's a dine and dash, while someone else said that the waiter was the one who shouted, it's a dine and dash. So yeah, there are some really good options here that I really wanted to pick, but I wasn't sure how things were going to go. I didn't even test that. But yeah, I love the whole soap opera. Is this person really in love with her? And then later on, like, Terriermon kind of stutters or stumbles on explaining things. And one of the options is like, no, Terriermon, don't let me stop you. It's like, keep going. I want to see where you go with this. So he's just like, well, why aren't you accusing her then? No, Terriermon, don't let me stop you. I love some of the responses this game can give, and I really wish I could show some of them, because they are hilarious. But I was just worried about, like, consequence of doing so. So I didn't do it. Oh, hey, okay, just got an alert on my phone. My package is supposed to be arriving today. What that package is? Digimon Adventure Try! I'm finally getting that. Speaking of orders, I finally pre-ordered Persona 5 Strikers. Finally. It is about a little more than a month till the game comes out. And, so, okay, unless I got it wrong, and it doesn't really matter because I'm going to get the game anyway, but Best Buy apparently has this thing going on where they're selling. So I got the PS4 version because, of course, I'm wanted to match the rest of my Persona 5 games. God, and apparently they might ship out both a regular and a steelbook case, and I'm just like, yeah, I'll take that. Man, GameStop, what are you doing though? All they have is what, like the pin? I'm just like, man, that's a lame that is a lame pre-order bonus. To be fair, I think like Amazon is not doing anything special either. I don't think. Anyway, so real quick. About the actual game. Turns out the cop was a fake, and that these two are part of a team that goes around and causes trouble in Shibuya and tries to get away with it. Assholes. So yeah, don't know how. I guess they just do like minor crimes. But now they're really upset about us, like, having gotten them in some amount of trouble, or catching them in the act. So now they're just like, yeah, we're gonna get our revenge on you. So yeah, hopefully, so when Strikers comes out, that's going to be an immediate blind Let's Play, immediate day one. Well, hopefully day one. Can't guarantee anything. And so, there's not a Best Buy near my area. I have to go out of town to get to the nearest one. So I'm having it shipped to me, and man, that is going to be nerve-wracking to have. So basically, if it doesn't come day one or whatever, I'll try and record it as soon as I can. The latest it might be is the following week of its release. So now we're going into the Shibuya Underground, the Shibuya subway, to try and catch these guys, because, like, we're not going to let them get away with it. I kind of wanted to pat Terriermon on the head, but I didn't. Alright, so I don't, if I remember from the non-recorded run through this, I only went so far in, but yeah, there aren't any new encounters. And Terriermon got stuck. But he does catch, nope, he doesn't catch up. The screen transition had to happen for him to actually make it. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I don't think there are any new encounters here. And basically, where you want to go is basically where you went to find Magnamon. So yeah, I accidentally went that way, which is where we found Edamon during that case so long ago. But yeah. Also, I think in this video might be the start of all the other cases, because like I said in the last video, we are not doing any plot progression in this video and the next three. It's all cases, man. So talking about that, so there's the Rina, there's the case where Rina wants to fight. There's Arata's revenge one. There's the DLC ones that we got. Then there are some which won't pop up until we beat the Rina. So, not really. Doesn't really matter. But, basically, after we beat Rina, we'll get these challenges called the Great Challenges, set up by Mirai. And they're basically fights against all of the Royal Knights. Also, this battle, went kinda differently than it did in the actually no, I did fight these guys in the test footage. Okay, now I remember. Yeah, I did fight these guys. And it went supremely differently. Mainly because I think I did a whole bunch of grinding between that one and this one. So they have a Grand Locomon. And they're going to use it to fight us. So yeah, they basically kind of like force this thing to serve them. And man, this is a horrible case to let Terriermon in on wanting to like humans. Because they basically force this Grand Locomon to fight for them. So anyway, yeah, this battle was an entire fight. Bye-bye Grand Locomon. We one-shot the thing. And that definitely didn't happen in the test playthrough. So yeah, remember when I said Lilithmon may be a little overpowered? Yeah. One-shotted Grand Locomon. And I say this didn't happen because I think Lilithmon may have been lower level, but she did not one-shot that thing in the test playthrough. And now they're all scared. It's like, please don't kill us. And it's like, why shouldn't I? Nah, I'm going to let Terriermon do that. So now Terriermon is angry. Because he's just like, man, all of us Digimon are scared and stuck in this world. And you humans have the nerve to do that to us? And then just like, Terriermon, I'm your friend. And he's like, go. Yeah, you are. And he's like, yeah, not all humans are bad. Momentine, Terriermon. What did he actually say in the show? I always heard it as Momentime. I don't know. But he always said it. And I think it was like some expression of calm. Like some calming expression Terriermon did. So anyway, that's the end of the case. But, you know, gotta drag out the game for a couple more minutes. So now they're just like, hey, let's pinky promise that we'll always be friends. And it's like, sure, okay. So he's gonna say, so that's actually what happens. He's like, he wants to pinky promise that like we continue to stay true to ourselves, and be friends with Digimon and human alike. And it's just like, he's like, yeah, I've got tiny fingers, so, but let's do it anyway. And it's just like, I know Terriermons can manipulate their ears however they want to basically act like fingers. So why not just use your like ear, like the flap of your ear, to basically pinky promise that way? Terriermon's chubby. I mean, it doesn't help that he's tiny, but he's also chubby. Bye-bye, Terriermon. Ah, my favorite restaurant. Beverage. Alright, so that's the end of the Terriermon request. So, what do we start here now? Because I only have so many options of what I can do. Oh, do I start, Arata's thing? Or do I do the comeback show? Pass me. What do I do? Okay, I do Rena's challenge. So yeah, now we gotta go fight her. But we also have to locate her. So it's just like, where is a memorable spot that the two of us, quote-unquote, share? Now, you would think it would be the place that we met, or the place that we fought Barbamon to get her Vmon's power back. No. It's not Shibuya, or was it Shibuya? I don't remember. But yeah, no. Because Rena just doesn't make all that much sense. It's not a place that the two of us have even been in the same area. So we go to Mirai to kind of like help us divine where this spot would be. So after like we kind of catch her on something, on her slip up, she kind of just like tries to, you know, play it off. It's like, Mirai, you screwed up. Okay, it was Shinjuku. It was Shinjuku where we met. So you'd think it would be there. It's not. It's like, yeah, maybe Shinjuku in the parallel world, but it's still Shinjuku. So yeah, I mean, it would make sense for us to go back to that area, but then Rena is just like, logic and Logic? What is that? Okay, so basically, the location is actually Asakusa. Like I said, we don't share memories there because we were never there together. And her reasoning is kind of dumb. But I mean, given her character, it kind of makes sense that she would be like this. And now she thinks like, oh, we're standing her up because we haven't shown up ever since she called us about it. And it's like, I've been busy with work, okay? And she keeps going on about it being our special spot, but it's special for you and you alone. Like, the only reason Asakusa is special to me is because that's where Arata freaking goes, loses his mind. At least that's what I remember. Is that where we lost Arata? Or is that where he first gets the whole eater arm? I can't remember. It been a while. Man, I can't wait to get my my copies of Adventure Try. I just hope they're in good condition, cause I can't freaking get them sold by Amazon. And to be honest, this was the cheaper way of doing it. Well, technically, cause I always wanted to get all 6. Because I think each of their individual artwork is really cool. And then the freaking collector thing happened, and that one's really cool as well. But it's just, I don't know. Being a collector in quotes is difficult. Anyway, so this is Mirai just basically saying like just trying to like justify her being wrong in where we would find Rina. So yeah, to Asakusa. So to prep this battle, you want data Digimon, since you're going to be fighting Rina, who has All-Force Vidramon. All-Force Vidramon being a vaccine. So, yes. I really should have taken Rosemon Burst Mode, but whatever. And to Asakusa we go. And thankfully, and I wish more cases would do this, once we go to Asakusa and enter the digital shift, it just takes us straight to the end of the area. And I wish, like, whenever you revisit an area for a case, they would do that more. They don't. I mean, there's one more, and that's probably the next case I'm tackling, or the second to next case. So yeah, All-Force Vidramon, are you sure you should be here and not holding the digital gate open? Laughing too much there, Rina? Anyway, so now she's starting to forget why she even asked us to be here in the first place. It's like, come on, girl. Though I gotta say, like, I really need to try and find a way to play the game she's in. Cause that just seems like a good time. Especially if it's like anything like Digimon World DS. I don't know what kind of game that is. I'm pretty sure it's a turn-based RPG, but I don't know. I do not know. Anyway, so the reason Asakusa is special to her is because she had a really special fish. A really good meal here. And she's like, wait, you mean you don't have that same experience too? And it's like, no, I don't. I kind of have nothing but bad memories of Asakusa. At least in the events of this game. So yeah, All Force Digimon is fast. Very fast. He has two special moves. He has Shining V-Force, which I think attacks all foes. It's pretty powerful. And then he has All Force Saber, which does 2 attacks. But, really, nothing special about this fight. He's just really fast. Oh yeah, and he uses anti-poison to heal himself. But we outdamage him way more than he can actually heal himself, so it's no big deal. Also, if you want to make this even if you want to, you can bring Mastem. I could have brought Mastemon into this fight. She wouldn't have been terrible. Her special move, Chaos Degradation, basically cuts the current HP of the opponent by 25% of what it currently is. So if they have low HP, it's not going to do a whole lot, but if they've got a lot and then they're pretty full, yeah. So yeah, it's basically gravity magic, for like Final Fantasy standards, where it's like it can't kill you, as far as I know. Speaking of Mastemon, I brought Mastemon out. Probably should. Oh no, I did bring Rosemon. Wait, what happened to Oh, Mirage Galgamon probably just wasn't doing enough damage for me. Is this where I start showing Chaos Degradation? Is it? Nope. No, I heal. Thankfully, Mastemon's healing is still pretty good. Oh great, now he's accelerated. So his next attack is going to really hurt. By really hurt, I mean not even do half my HP values for my data Digimon. Alright. So here I'm just like, let me see if I can kill him before he kills me. And with Rosemon's intelligence penetrating, yeah. So yeah, now we've beaten All Force Digimon. And that now gives us the ability. So once you finish this challenge, you now have the ability to Digivolve your Arrow Digimon or whatever else Digivolves into this Digimon into All Force Digimon. So yeah, you can. So I remember in my first playthrough, I'm like, okay, I'm going to use a couple of the Royal Knights. And I couldn't because of the fact that, that they were locked behind restrictions. You can't Digivolve. One sec. Sorry about that. Freaking, one of them spam calls. The one that's like, we're calling about your vehicle's extended warranty. And it's like, I don't have an extended warranty. But anyway. So yeah, that was the arena case finish. I have no idea what I was talking about before being rudely interrupted. But yeah, so, what's the next case? Because even I don't know. We're about halfway through the video, almost. Okay, next case up. Are we going to deal with Jimiken, or are we dealing with Arata? What's going on here? Alright, and now, yep, Digivolution unlocked All Force Digimon. No cases yet. Instead, we go Digivolve. So now we get to have an All Force Digimon of our own. Keep scrolling past me. It's at the bottom. Surprise, guys, we're actually turning him into Ravemon. I looked at Ravemon Burst Mode. Whatever. Nowhere near as good as, like, Shine Greymon or Rosemon. So yeah, now we have our own Old Force Veedramon, and his special skill, Swiftness, allows us to act first in battle. So whenever, you know, whenever he's in the front lines, we're always going first. Yes, leave the Digilab. Now go do something else past me. Stop stalling. One new case added. Now the Great Challenge are available. So yeah, these cases are fights against Royal Knights. This one's a little special as well. One complaint I have about these is that the Royal Knights, you don't just fight them in like some random part. You gotta go to like different locations to fight them. Anyway, so here I'm trying to decide, should I take Rust Tyrannomon, Phoenixmon, or Imperial Dramon with me? Let's see, who do I switch it out with? It's kind of hard to decide sometimes. It's just like a lot of my Digimon are just too good to really get rid of. And I find like Phoenixmon and Imperial Dramon especially, their usefulness kind of just drops. I still try to use them, believe me. Phoenixmon especially. Phoenixmon gets better in one particular instance. But we're not going to talk about that. Not yet, no. Help me. Oh my god, I freaking hate the... Alright. So, the fights against the Royal... Alright, so there are two fights that kinda suck. The fights against the Royal Knights and the fights against the 7 Great Demon Lords. And I dropped a dime. Anyway, so here, we're gonna fight Magnamon, but not just Magnamon, also Gold Rapidmon. This is him with the Digi-Egg of Miracles. I remember they made a big deal about it in the movie, but they never really used Gold Rapidmon after that. And he's not a Royal Knight either, he's just a powerful Digimon. That's really it. But Magnamon is actually quite strong. Because he is a Royal Knight. Anyway, so Mirai basically explains that these are not the actual Royal Knights. They're copies that she made. Man, just cannot get my throat to clear. Anyway, so these copies are just as powerful, if not more powerful, than the actual Royal Knights. And now she wants to see how we do against them. And it's like, great. So, they split them up. So, some of them you fight alone. Some of them have partners. So, you fight Magnamon with Rapidmon here. You're going to fight Leopardmon by himself. You'll fight Examon by himself. You'll fight Crusadermon with Dynasmon. You'll fight, let's see, Gankumon with Jessmon. You're going to fight Gallantmon, Alphamon, and Omnimon together. That one sucks. Am I missing any Royal Knights? Magnamon, Leopardmon, Examon, Dynasmon, Crusadermon. Yeah, I'm missing quite a few. All-Force Veedramon doesn't get a fight. Oh yeah, you'll fight Kentaurusmon with Craniamon. That's still a couple Royal Knights short, aren't I? I cannot remember. My brain just does not want to work in these videos. But yeah, only like 2 of them you fight by themselves. And it's interesting seeing the combinations work together, but on the other hand, they're really annoying fights, and this is where item usage comes in pretty heavy. This and versus the 7 Great Demon Lords. But speaking of them, like I said, they're DLC cases. They're free. So you don't have to pay anything to get them. It's just that they're so annoying. It's like they're like stuff you need like really well optimized Digimon for most of them. Some of them you can get away with the team I've got. So I don't have the most optimized of teams. I could have, like, my Lilithmon, compared to other people's, could use a lot of reworking, but I just don't bother. Let's see, I think my Mostemon could have used reworking, especially since I didn't realize that she could use physical skills as well. Plasiomon barely uses anything other than his intelligence piercing attack. Sukuyamon I actually kind of like, because I've got a good Nightmare 3 to fight against light Digimon. Also Texture Blow. Texture Blow is a pretty useful skill when if the enemy is not completely resistant to it. So yeah, Magnemon's dead, and now Gold Rapidmon is by himself, and now he's dead. And we did it! That is the first great challenge. They give out a good amount of experience and a lot of money. You're going to get a lot of yen through the great challenges and the fights against the 7 Great Demon Lords. It's nuts. So, money issue should not be a problem. Money should not be an issue at this point. So that's the first great challenge done. And Kyoko, now that we know she's Alphamon, is going to say stuff like, you know, is going to comment on the challenges that we faced and like just how great they were. You easily defeated Magnemon. The next one won't be so easy. Like, yeah, Magnemon wasn't that hard, and I don't think neither is the one we're about to face. We're about to go fight Leopardmon again. I know we just fought him last video, but you know, I'm doing all these challenges because some of them are worth it. Like for beating Magnemon and Rapidmon, you get the Digi-Egg of Miracles and the Digi-Egg of Destiny. So now you can turn into Gold Rapidmon and Magnemon. So there's that. Doing the Leopardmon challenge, like, not only allows you to Digivolve into Leopardmon, but I forget what item it gives you. Like, she gives as reward some pretty good items. So yeah, off we go to fight Leopardmon again. Probably gonna use this. Do I use the same team as I did before? I don't know. I'm just like, man, I have no idea where he's gonna be. Oh, he's in the lobby. Yeah, so thankfully, since these are like copies, none of the ones that we fought to, you know, save the human world have any resentment towards us, so that's good. Just go ahead and double impact. I'm kind of glad I kept Beelzemon. I ended up really liking him. When I first Digivolved into him, I just thought, man, his special ability kind of... I don't like the whole reduction of HP, but at the same time, once I started using him, I was just like, man, this ain't actually that bad. Rust Tyrannomon here to help keep our defenses up. Assault Stance. Hey, now he raises his intelligence, but it doesn't matter when two of my Digimon are physical, and the other pierces intelligence. Yeah, look at that. Beelzemon is not something to take lightly, as we'll find out later. Oh man, just keep missing with freaking Beelzemon. And that did a decent chunk of damage. Here, have a cannon shot. I like, so like a lot of the other Digimon are mostly Digimon that are either really good or I have personal attachment to. Rust Tyrannomon, I just like his design. He's pretty freaking cool. Hell Crusher 3, huh? Well, that and Grand Kawagamon. There are a couple here. So, like, Rust Tyrannomon, Grand Kawagamon, and Plesiomon. Those are just well, Plesiomon is because of his ability. But, like, Grand Kawagamon and Rust Tyrannomon, just because I like them. Plus, when I used Grand Kawagamon in my first run, I really... He ended up being a major player in my team. I think he may have been one of my only defense-penetrating attackers. Yeah. Rest easy. You've worked hard enough. So now... should come... Oh. Past me? You okay? A little tired there? Medical Spray DX. That's actually pretty good. But I decided to go ahead and I decided to take a break from the great challenges and decide, you know what, let's do something else real quick. So yeah, now we're gonna go deal with Jimiken again. So it seems like we don't really remember him too much. I mean, fair, because he was, in the grand scheme of things, just a minor player and everything going on. The big threats were really the Royal Knights, and when you like have like basically like a Digimon invasion, something like Jimiken just kind of fades from your memories a bit. So yeah, and now he's quote unquote taken a hostage. And now Reiko Tawa, the CD sales girl, is like, oh no, the CD sale. I mean, we did help her, and she was a nice enough person. I wouldn't want to see any harm come to her. So yeah, this is his only way of getting us to do anything, is to get us to accept the case and be like, yeah, now that you've accepted this case, you can't go back on it. It's like, oh boy. So this case ends up being a little annoying. You'll see. It's almost comedic in how things just go. And it's Edamon. Hey, how's it going? I haven't seen you in forever. So yeah, now he's talking about how, oh yeah, I can't find Reiko anywhere. Where is she? I'm guessing he was about to submit a case to us. Yeah, and apparently he has a major dislike of Jimiken. Talentless, idiotic, one-hit wonder. Tone-deaf freak. So yeah, Edamon is now just really upset. This anger goes overboard. Really overboard. And with this newfound energy, come on. He activates heavy metal mode and digivolves. He is now Metal Edamon. I am become Metal Edamon. Like I've said before, this game is just... I don't think they looked at what they wrote down for the English script. Because it's either typos or them just not acknowledging that there's a female character. Does the complete edition for Switch and PS4 and Steam, does that like fix up the text? Cause I kind of hope so, and also kind of not, cause it's kind of funny whenever they're like, yeah, he's such a good person. I was like, I'm a girl here. Excuse me. So yeah, before you can go find Jimiken, you gotta deal with some of his fans. And they're easy enough. Alright. Oh yeah, Metal Edamon will join in. He throws banana peels. That's really all he's good for. Alright, so yeah, there are 3 people out here you gotta fight. That was just one of them. Why do they even care? It's like, we went so long without even a mention of Jimiken. And it's just like... Honestly, I could completely believe someone honestly forgetting about Jimiken's existence. It's like, wait, who was this guy? What? Why should I care? What? Oh man. I feel like we're getting really close to endgame. Like at the point I'm at after these next couple of parts. And I'm excited to finish this, because I want to move on to other stuff. I'm still trying to decide what I should do after Cyber Sleuth. Honestly, I've probably put it off long enough. I should probably go back to Pokemon Shield and do the whole like Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra now that they're out. I was originally planning on doing them much sooner, probably like day 1 kind of stuff, but I didn't. I waited till both of them were out, and then I waited until freaking the Pokemon Home connectivity with Pokemon Go happened, and that took a while, but it finally happened, and then I just kind of had to do this, so. But it's about time they did the freaking Home Go connectivity thing. Seriously. Also, at the time of this recording, it's Hoenn Appreciation time. So now, like, Hoenn Pokemon, Gen 3 Pokemon are showing up more. And one of the freaking special tasks is to catch freaking Kyogre and Groudon. It's like, okay, let me just go into the wild and catch a Kyogre and Groudon. Ain't doing that. And here's this loser. So if he was the businessman that we saw in Nakano, I'm guessing it's a wig, but where did all the extra hair come from? And now these two have a major bickering between each other. These two do not like each other one bit. Well, more like Metal Etamon doesn't like Jimiken a bit. And then, slowly but surely, Jimiken can't stand Metal Etamon. So now, he brings out the girl, eventually. Are you making up lyrics on the spot? Because you kind of have to be at least decent to actually do that. There she is. And now... So, okay, so to put this case into simple point, this is all set up for Reiko to, like, debut as some kind of rock singer. Yeah, she can't sing. So, Jimiken just kinda... I don't get his plan here. So it's just like... He wanted her to freaking sing, and I don't know, I guess he just wanted to try and get back at us for what we've done in the past. But it's just, I don't know, this is more of a show for her than it is for him. Feels like. So now we've got a match against Jimiken again. He's got Boltmon and 2 Skullmaramon again. But we've got a much more powerful Digimon. One of which I'm not using. I really should be using friggin' Lilithmon. So yeah, this battle goes on for a while because the Digimon I wanted to use, Grand Kawagamon, is now panicked. Also, some shenanigans happen. Who do you confuse now? Beelzemon. So now 2 of my Digimon are panicked, so I can't use them. I think I end up doing more damage to myself than he can do to me. Oh yeah, and then he's using the defense down, offense up item. But it's just like, when I first fought him, it's like, I remember, you know, that being super scary. It's like, oh god, I gotta kill him now. But now it's just like, whatever. Delay the inevitable. I guess because I might be over level for this part. I don't know. I do think I am a little over leveled. Like, I'm level, like, I'm nearing my 90s in terms of levels. I wonder what level I should be at this point, because I did a whole bunch of grinding just to get freaking Lilithmon up to snuff, and then did a little bit of grind. Actually, no, I think all the grinding for Ulforce Vidramon was just all these cases. So yeah, getting Lilithmon, Sakuyamon, and Marine Angemon up to snuff. Oh yeah, the speed break field. Like, that's gonna do a thing. Okay, good. Tomahawk Stinger. I was worried he was gonna do another Panic Wisp, and I was just like, man, I just got control back of Grand Kawagamon. I really want to get rid of his team. Yeah, but like I said, I think I do more damage to myself than he can do to me. Because of all the panics that happen. Oh, first panic. There goes Rustaranamon. Rustaranamon hits Grand Kuwagamon. Oh, nope. He doesn't do anything. Up, Boltmon. Oh, he tries for Metal Enemon, but thankfully the guests cannot get panicked. I think at some point all 3 of my Digimon get panicked, and it's just like, well, may as well go to the bathroom while I'm waiting for something to actually happen. Is there only one? Oh no, there are still 2. Okay. There won't be for long, but... And there goes one. And soon will go the other. So yeah, now it's 3 against 1. Oh, and... Oh yeah, I switched Rustaranamon out because it's just like, he's not doing anything for me right now. He's off in La La Land. And then he freaking panic wisps the Digimon I wanted to use. And I'm just like, great. Just great. So I do a physical drain so I can get some SP back. That's a decent enough skill, being able to use that to get some SP back so I can actually use my special skills. Can you feel it? You're down to a Skull Maramon, dude. I think this should be it. Yep, Dimension Scissors. This is over. Alright. And that's it for Jimiken. And as far as I know, this is the last we see of him. Good riddance. This is what, the 3rd, 4th time I've beaten you, Jimiken? So yeah, this is where we learned that this wasn't Jimiken's comeback, more so Reiko's debut. And it's like the terrible singer trio, great. Ta-da! I mean, given what he's done in the past, it's not that hard to believe, but... And she accidentally unveils his real name, Tanaka. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to this case now. So now it's just going to be some bickering between Metal Enemon and Jimiken. Do they start a band together? Probably not. Do I care? Definitely not. I've got bigger fish to fry. Lot bigger fish. Wish I could talk today. And now the back and forth begins. One interesting thing I find kind of odd is that when Edamon digivolves, so normally Edamon has a little Monzemon plushie around his waist. Metal Enemon has a Waru Monzemon plushie. Do we ever see a Waru Monzemon in this game? I don't think we do. Except for the little model on Metal Enemon's waist. There's no point in trying to step in, Reiko. I also, so my whole thing about like Mirai and her dialogue, I also feel that that goes into Jimiken's as well, because I don't feel like the audio, like what he says, matches up with the script that you read. I don't know. I don't know Japanese, so I could be completely wrong, but it's just like I don't hear certain words I think should be in the sentence. I don't know. It could just be a differently translated script. Alright, well, you take care of yourself, Reiko, and stick to your day job. Alright, and apparently the Gekkomon and Shogun Gekkomon were part of Metal Edamon's band when he was an Edamon. But that does it for this edition of Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. Next time we'll be doing more great challenges and more DLC cases. See you guys then.